But it's true, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, man, what is this foolishness about this Negro saying we keep coming in there when he record? I'm coming there because I need my hair cut, and that's all. I tell you, the foolishness of these Negroes. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just being a dragonfly on the wall, ladies and gentlemen, to really understand that that's really how it is. But just being exposed, it is a very bitter wine to know that people know. You know, like, I'm not coming in there because I want my voice on this to say that I'm in here recording and not Coronado. I wouldn't do that. I'm here to get a haircut 2 days from now. All right, my dog, over and out. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? And the only good thing about it is to play it back and they not on there, you know what I'm saying? To play it back and you don't hear their voice on it. I love that, man. Pretty sure if they wanted to, they probably could make an addition from their phone. They could, yeah. They could make an addition and say, wow, this is wide out open. I can hear different on my device. Same music, but my voice. See what I'm saying? I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, when it comes to thievery, man, and then the church is involved, it really make you ask yourself, like, you know. When the church get to stealing, ladies and gentlemen, you got to ask yourself, why am I going? You know? I mean, why am I even going to church if all of us stealing in church together? I could do this shit on the streets and save myself some time. That'll be one less suit I got to clean. If I know I ain't got to go around a whole lot of hypocrites, you know what I mean? I can just wear my regular clothes every day, and that just be one place I don't go, you know what I'm saying? Because he out there more aggressive about stealing shit than anybody, you know what I mean? Let me get my voice on the track and get an ad lib off of that. Sad, but it's true. And like I said, yes, those ears are very circumcised. Even though I'm nowhere near a resident, you know, you can tell somebody called from a drive-by car or something like that. That the police are very concerned that these people can't sleep with this shit going on. You know, even though I was walking down the side of the road where there are no houses, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm gonna tell you what it is, like, it's unraveling, like, you know, it's unraveling. And a lot of vampires, they don't like, even though, ladies, you might not believe this, vampires can get out in the sun. It does eliminate them, slowly but surely, but they can actually get out there and squinch their eyes and deal with it, you know what I'm saying? They just don't like to, you know what I mean? They like to do the dirt, ladies and gentlemen, and lay up all day and come out probably like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's what they like to do. They really love that environment where they don't have to come outside. But when they feel like their thing is unraveling, they check their account balance and they don't have no money there. There's stuff like that, you know what I mean? Well, man, I got to tell you, I got to take that money back from me because we don't know what's going on. You know? And they like, what the, you know what I'm saying? What the? If they got real big plans for the money, then they trying to get up and kill something, you know what I mean? Because they need that money that they've laundered in their account this morning. You might hear the reason, it might be like, man, that's a selfish ass reason to want some stolen, laundered money. But all of it's really selfish now. But it's just this morning when you can actually say, well, shit, I done got down, I've done enough, I've made enough. But you can't see why your brother in the den of thieves, why he has to have it this morning or else. When you listen to this fool excuse, you're like, man, you done lost your mind. All of the den of thieves about to be unraveled and uncovered, and you saying you still got to do it even though everybody watching your ass this morning. Why? Because he done got that drunk, that intoxicated. He done just got that indulged into it. Where it's not just a hobby, ladies and gentlemen. It's a way of life. It's an everyday thing to him now. Well, he's actually stopped doing his own thing and he's living off of the thievery, ladies and gentlemen. All his nutrition, all his calories, the air he breathes, everything is coming from stealing. And he can't make it without it. It's just like the Temptation, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Ruffin and the Temptation lady. You know what I'm saying? What's that guy name, ladies and gentlemen? Ruffin? David Ruffin and the Temptation? Huh? Got a bit? Got a ring to it? You see what I'm saying, ladies? Because why? There was a necessity for him to get his first, ladies. Why? Because he was fiending. He was fiending a little bit too much for it. He was depending on it a little too much than everybody else. Everybody else probably had their side job. They still had their day job. But he had threw his hustle in, because goddamn it, this is the way it is. This ain't a gig no more. It's do or die. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't saying it like that. They were like, shit, I'm gonna keep my day job just in case this don't go through. But see, David Ruffin had said, well, shit, is this way or no way? You know, he had become a real vampire. You know, he made it all the way in, you know, that it was that way or no way at all. And it's gonna be David Ruffin and the Temptation. Since you don't want to see it like that, I'll take control of this thing and drive it all the way into the ground. Trying to tell you, lady. You see the difference, lady? I'm not saying that's the way it was. It's the way that they portrayed it. That's the way the movie portrayed it. It was a pretty good movie. I ain't gonna lie. Even though, you know, 2 hours is not enough to tell any kind of story. 2 hours don't do nobody no good. That virtually ain't saying nothing. But I gotta say, they was pretty crafty at telling that one. How that geek monster just started eventually. A geek monster can't tell reality from fiction, like, eventually.